Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a really long time. I think it's been maybe 2, maybe 3 years since I last uploaded my last YouTube video. But I am back and I'm excited to catch you guys up on my life, on where I've been, answer probably the question that I'm sure a lot of you guys have on whether or not I'm still a flight attendant, and kind of just give you guys an overview of what I am hoping for this YouTube channel to be moving forward, and yeah, just catch you up on life. On today's video, I thought it would be cool to just do a get ready with me while I talk to you about where I've been and just kind of do that. Okay, so the first major life update that I wanted to give you guys is that I am a mom to a beautiful baby boy. He's already 2 years old. So yeah, I think it's close to 3 years since I've last filmed my flight attendant vlog. And yeah, so life obviously looks super different for me. Still, yes, and to answer your question, yes, I am still a flight attendant with the same airline, and I am actually going on my 5th year this upcoming January. So it's actually really crazy. It's been a lot of time has passed by, obviously about to hit 5 years, but it 100% does not feel like it's been that long. And I remember when I first used to, when I was newer, they would always tell me, time flies when you're flying, literally. And now that I've experienced it for myself, I can't even believe that it's been 5 years. It's crazy, very crazy. Okay, so I am still a flight attendant, and I actually, when I first got pregnant, my company has a really cool maternity leave program where you can opt out of work, essentially. Like, you could take a leave of absence while you're pregnant. So as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I think 2 months after that, I went out on maternity leave, so around the holidays in December. And I was so fortunate to not have to work during my pregnancy, especially for like being a flight attendant. The job is physically demanding, especially when you're pushing those heavy carts out into the aisles, and there's just a lot that goes into it that I don't necessarily feel like a pregnant person should do. Even though the first 2 months that I did work, and I would let my crew know, like, hey, I'm pregnant, in case you see me going into the laboratory 100 times. That is why. The crews are super, super sweet, super nice, super helpful. So I know that if I would have had to continue to work during my pregnancy, that it would have been okay, because the crews are just amazing. So that's that. But I was technically out for 1 year for the pregnancy, close to a year. And then the beautiful thing about my company as well is also that we are able to take something called bonding leave. It's exactly what it sounds like. You are able to stay at home with your baby for a year. It's not paid, but you could be out and you don't have to go back to work, so you can spend time with your baby. So I opted for that leave of absence, and I was able to stay home with my baby for the year, which was amazing. I am super grateful and blessed that I had that opportunity, and I would never, ever, ever change that experience for the world, because so much happens in their first year. And yeah, so I stayed at home for a year. Of course, I had to continue to make income for my child and I, so I wasn't able to obviously just take the leave of absence and just enjoy 100% without working. I was able to secure a work from home job. It was amazing because I got to work from home and I got to take care of my baby, which I know is like a controversial opinion, that people don't think that you should work and take care of a baby. Based off my circumstances, I had to do that and it worked out. So I do not regret that at all. It did get tougher after the year. But after the year was up, of course, I went back to Delta and I continued my 9 to 5 and working for Delta. And actually, I just quit that corporate job like less than a week ago. So this is fresh. So me not working 2 jobs is fresh. And I've I've actually really been enjoying it. So I am back to being a full-time flight attendant. And I'm actually really excited because I did move my bases. Actually, I moved to a lot of different bases. So I think the last time you and I had a conversation, I was based in Atlanta because that's where I spent a majority of my time. And now I am in New York, which is so fun because it's a very junior base. So my seniority holds up super well there. And I'm able to have the holidays I want off, and I'm able to have the days that I want in terms of how I want my schedule to look like. So there's just so much more flexibility at that base, even though the commute is kind of annoying, to be honest, for me, because it's just so long. I live in Houston and I'm based in New York, so sometimes I feel like it could be like 4 hours. So that's a conversation we will have, a different conversation. So I'm still working on my eyebrows, as you see. So yeah, I am based in New York City. I do love the base. Like I said, just the commute is just a little tough, but I am actively working on making changes to my schedule to, relieve some of that commuting, like to make it worth it. So I'm, next month I'm bidding for only weekday trips so I can finally have my weekends off with this job specifically. And I am bidding Houston layovers so that I'm able to be here with my baby as much as I can, because it has been very tough to go back to just flying and knowing that I have to leave. It's not an option anymore. I have to leave to go work, versus like when I had the 9 to 5, sometimes people would pick up my trips and it would be fine because I'm like, well, I have my other income. Now I'm back to full-time with Delta and I'm relying heavily on the hours I work and the income that I have. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to make it work, and I'm just being patient with, all that. That kind of leads me into like the next conversation I wanted to talk to you guys about was, when I originally made this channel, I really wanted to show you guys like the life of a flight attendant, because our lifestyle is just so different. Like, a lot of people don't know what it's like. It's just, you don't know until you either watch some of these videos or you're a flight attendant. And so the purpose, was to show you all the fun layovers, but also show you some of the real sides of like, hey, sometimes job is lonely, sometimes the layovers suck. But I think the new direction that I would like to take this channel towards is just kind of not heavily focus only on being a flight attendant. Obviously this job, a lot of people like to say, which I believe is 100% true, it's not a job, it's a lifestyle. That's 100% true. So, because I feel like this job requires you to kind of adjust your life to the job. And of course, as you get more seniority, it becomes the opposite. Like, you kind of adjust your flight attendant schedule with the job. So I'm heading in that direction where I, could have more. I already feel it, like, just being in that base. I definitely feel the seniority. Like, I don't have A days where they don't assign you a trip until like the last minute. So that's been super helpful commuting. And yeah, so I definitely want to make this channel kind of like life of a flight attendant still, but now that obviously a lot of my focus is motherhood, like motherhood is right now my identity. I don't want to make it my only identity, but right now it's like a big part of my identity, and it just is what it is. So I just definitely want to make more content around motherhood, and not to get too into my business, but I am a single mom. I'm not with my child's father, so I know that that's also a very like you have to experience single motherhood to understand where single mothers are coming from. And so I would love to just kind of show how I balance my life being a single mother, still like, you know, trying to make the flight attendant life work, which I already know. I have a feeling there's gonna be people in my comments. A lot of people don't necessarily agree with like being a single mom and then being a flight attendant because you're away. The thing is, I don't necessarily love that either. But one of the main reasons that I decided to actually quit my 9 to 5 was because I'm working on a really big goal for myself. And I just couldn't 100% commit to this goal. And I'm going to be very vague because I'm not ready to share what the goal is yet or what the dream is just yet, but I will definitely let you guys know as soon as I feel comfortable and ready to do so. But basically it just wasn't working out between having 2 jobs. So I essentially worked 7 days a week like for a year, which is income is wonderful. Like I never had to worry about anything, of course, but I just didn't have time for anything else. I didn't have time for friends. I didn't have time. I only had time to work out, take care of my son, and work. And that was fine at first, but I went through this whole, I don't know, spiritual awakening. So yeah, I went through like a spiritual awakening sort of kind of, and I realized like I not only wanted to go after all my dreams that I've had since I was a little girl, but I wanted to actually live life, like not be in survival mode the whole time. I didn't realize like how bad I was in survival mode until I started slowing down, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm doing way too much for one person. And I'm thankful that I was able to do the 2 jobs while I could. But now I want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy life with my son. I want to take him places, use my flight benefits to take him places. I want to go after my dreams. I want to have time to dedicate to this YouTube channel that I've been trying to come back to this channel for a year, but it was too much and I didn't have the time to do it. So I feel like I finally have the time to sit down, talk to you guys. So I just primed my face with the milk primer, which I freaking love, and then I put this putty primer by e.l.f., also one of my favorites. This is basically what actually not basically, this is what I do. This is my exact makeup routine for work. So also, if you want to watch how I do my makeup for work, here we are. Like after a while, like when you're new, everywhere you go is a new layover, right? Like it doesn't matter if it's in the middle of nowhere, it's still a new layover. So you have so much opportunity for content. And even being based in New York, I feel like I have a lot of opportunity for content because I am going to a lot of places that I have never gone before. So that's always fun. So I've really been enjoying that on my new base. Being based in Atlanta because I was so junior, I wasn't going anywhere fun. I was just going to like shorter layovers, high time credit, but like boring trips. So it's just got really hard to film because I'm like, what else do I tell my, you know, my subscribers. Like, what else am I supposed to show them? Like, I guess I could have been real and honest about how I felt at that time at those layovers, but I just kind of like got burnt out of filming like layover content, just layover content, because it's just like there's only just so much. Like, at the end of the day, this is still like just a job. I know that there was a lot of questions under my videos of people asking different things, so I am wanting to like interact more with you guys, answer your questions. Okay, my little light died, so I'm using my vanity lighting, so it's not too bad, but I'm gonna try to end the video. And I am using, I think it's pronounced Edam. Looks like this. I love this lip gloss so much. But yeah, here is the final look of my makeup, my everyday makeup routine. And yeah, so thank you guys for coming along and getting ready with me as I kind of let you know where I've been and what's to come. I'm really excited to restart this YouTube journey, and hopefully I could help some of you guys out if you're trying to become a flight attendant, or kind of just are interested in flight attendant life. But also, hopefully I welcome the new subscribers that are moms. Just kind of showing you guys how my day-to-day looks like and see if you can relate. So bye for now, but I will see you guys soon on the next video.